Hey everybody, it's Steve at 1000 Year Homes. So today I don't have to work. So what I'm doing is I'm hiding out in my RTV, my UTV here, Polaris, and waiting for the turkeys to show up. So lately they've been coming like clockwork, around 9 o'clock or so. So the chicken doors open up at 8 automatically. And then the chickens go out and start doing their thing. So I put food down for them. I feed the horses. And then around 9, I get some turkey. So it started with 4. And 4 are real consistent. But yesterday, I think I had 20 turkeys. And 2 or 3 of them, when I came out, they just stood around. Like I got within 15 feet of them. And these are wild turkeys. So anyway, what I'm doing today is I've got my cup of coffee. It's the morning. The chickens are out crowing. I got my cup of coffee and I'm just hiding in here. One, I can watch these chickens and they're super entertaining. And I raised most of them. So each one of them's very special to me. So they start out, they love their mama, right? I'm their mama. So they start out and they just love me and they come up to me and everything. Every day they stay outside, they get a little wilder and a little more risk averse to me, you know, because they know deep down inside if times got hard, I would start eating them. The hens, of course, you could eat, but the hens can live 8 or 10 years, but they only lay eggs 3. So, and they lay eggs young, starting like 8, 9 months. So the rest of their life, they're just an old hen. And, you know, it's a lot of hard work, to, take care of your own animals and, eat them. And, it's too much hard work for me. So these are everybody you see here will have a nice long life and, without, you know, me, putting them on a table with potatoes and carrots and whatnot. So, but I do have too many roosters. So anyway, so today is all about turkeys. So let's see if they'll come up. I've got some other footage of me through the window that I'll splice in. And, you know, this is like a week's worth of me trying to get close to these turkeys. I could see them coming through the woods because they're big, they're ginormous. So I see them, you know, flashing through the woods because I'm a predator. And that's what my eyesight is, just like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I see motion. So as soon as they start coming through the woods, I do that. Anyway, I'm just going to sit here and have some coffee. So, and we'll see. We'll see if the turkeys come up. Well, today I have a massive number of turkeys. Oh, they're all going to run away as soon as I step out. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm real still, but I got some big toms in there too. 3 big toms. I did not know that turkeys would look, they didn't bother my little chicks. I could see my little tiny chicks were out there with them. Yeah, running to daddy. they're gonna run up to me. I don't blame you. Those guys are ginormous. Poor little chickens. Anyway, I'll keep filming these turkeys because they're exquisite and they're beginning to get used to me. They used to run just, you know, flat out run away, and now they just kind of consider me and then wander off. Hopefully I'll get a little collection of them. Well, my little babies are running up to be saved because it's time for the turkeys to move in. I don't know if they'll let me sit out here. I know, I saw they're out here bugging you guys. There's about 10 turkeys, wild turkeys out there. I'm trying to get them used to me being outside. The little guy, he's ran up and he's pecking my feet, going, "Mama, Mama, I know, I saw those big turkeys, I saw them." Are they gone? They're gone for today. Tomorrow I'll put down extra food for them and I'll try to film them from the SUV right there. Well, UTV. They're still little guys, the ones that are just 4 weeks old, so I put down, chick feed for them a couple of times a day. So they forage, but I put that down. So free-ranging chickens, I probably lose 1 a quarter, and I'm going to guess it's to migratory owls or something like that, because I never find anything. So it's a risk base, right? Cuties. So they snuck in behind me instead of through the woods. So I wasn't prepared for them. I'm 22 feet away. They're aware of me. So I don't know much about wild turkeys. I really don't. So I suspect that these are the 4 that I normally see. And again, I'm sitting in my little Ranger Polaris. And now that the chickens have eaten, they're just going to come right up and finish up all that. I only feed daily. I don't, leave food out for rats and mice. So having them come up and police us up is pretty good. I'd rather that than the other. But I saw the bunny in here. I've seen a rabbit. I've seen deer. They're making noises. They're both ugly and majestic at the same time. Kind of a hodgepodge creature. I think the one was calling the all clear for the larger tribe, but we'll find out. That one was the one calling. I have to read more about turkeys. They're interesting creatures. Now I was walking in the backwoods one day, and 2 toms were beating their wings and showing off for one of these hens. And I walked right up on them. They were so interested in fighting each other that they just kind of ignored me. And I got to watch them do their little program dance and fight and all that. She didn't seem interested, I'll tell you that. This one seems to be still a lookout right there. Off she goes. Normally I wouldn't talk, right? But I'm trying to narrate while I do this. I think she's trying to call the rest of the tribe. Like I said, I had 20 of them or so the other day. I mean, the camera makes it seem like I'm way far away, but I'm not. I'm a mere 20 feet from them right now. They're well aware as I talk that I'm talking. You can see them look right at me. I didn't know if I'd be able to narrate why they ate, but here I am narrating. This is the kind of stuff that makes homesteading super fun. And I've got things to do today, but I've been sitting out here for 45 minutes. I drank all my coffee and waiting for this. And today, instead of coming from the woods over there, that's where they normally come from, they snuck around behind me. And as I was looking for them, I looked up and there they were, already here. There is one acting as a lookout for sure. She's way more wary than the rest of them. I don't know if they take turns at that job or if she's the mama and looks, I don't know, younger than the rest of them. She'll eat, but she's definitely got her eye on me. And she's looking off into the distance over there somewhere. I'm going to assume there's turkeys there. And while she keeps watch, the other three just gobble it all up. Get it? Gobble. So lame. I sure hope these videos turn out, because I've been real excited. I shot them through the window a couple of times in shorts, and they up until today would not have tolerated this. I've slowly got them acclimated to me, and they would run away. Let me tell you, they would run away. They eat out of my fountain there. I put bird seed up there. The squirrel comes up there every day and he eats whatever's in there. I throw bird seed in there and sunflowers, so it's a little better in there than it is on the ground. On the ground's just chicken scratch, right? Mullet, which is soybean with cracked corn. Again, none of them have, they're all aware of me here, that's for sure. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off and put the camera on a tripod, see if they run away, and see if the big group of 20 will show up, because that is spectacular. But there you go, one of the gifts of homesteading. Alright, I've got the camera on a tripod now. I don't know if they're going to bring up the big tribe. They're already walking away. I'll stay under here for a little while and see if she's the scout. And then she goes, gets everybody. I don't know how they all show up. I just know that in the past I've just seen them here. One turkey is walking out into the woods while these three are staying behind. Normally I take lunch. I sit there with the chickens. Those are my baby chicks that were just hatched 4 weeks ago. And a couple of the black ones will jump up in my lap in that chair and sit there with me. So it's kind of sweet that they're all just sitting there. It's about 10 feet away from me. They're tired. Had a big morning getting all the food they need. But there they are. They're waiting for my chair. Little sweeties. These bantams here, they do not warm up to me. They are the little wildest thing, but look how they cuddle up to their surrogate mamas. These are actually roosters. That rooster likes me the most. He's the one who comes up and sees me regularly, and then That rooster's second, and the hen, little hen. I only got one hen out of this thing. I had 5. Something came up and ate one day, and I lost one. Yeah, it seems like I always just lose one. I don't know, you know. Nature probably knows what it's doing. But I haven't lost any of these bantams. They are super cute. Their little feet, and I think they'll do fine. They are very careful to protect themselves. Little smarties. Look at that little guy. Cute. Cute. Anyway, I'm just thrilled that they're sitting on my chair. I baby talk them, guys. It's embarrassing. They're all my little babies. I think it's sweet. Going back to the turkeys here. So there's the chicks. And if I swivel around through the vehicle, it's sitting right here. So only one turkey left. The other ones are... Oh no, they're bringing a tribe. So I was right. Let me focus on that. So through that tree, I don't know if you can see, there's a whole bunch of them coming. So 12 of them coming. We'll see if I see a big one there, so we'll see if a tom comes up. I'm going to be quiet now. Little hens dropped down, and look, the big chickens took their place. Again, I can still hold these ones from Easter. They're 5 months old, 6 months old, so they'll still let me hold them, but they're not real fond of it. But they still see me as somebody, so they're waiting. That one, the little black hen, lets me hold her, so she's sitting there waiting. But I'm doing turkeys today, so let me rotate back around. They're all here. They made it up. Look at that, everybody. So I was wrong. I think those were the toms that came up first, maybe. Look how beautiful they are. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. And then the littler ones over here, although these might be juveniles, I don't know. I'm going to have to do some research on watching an Attenberg video or somebody on turkeys. They are a majestic bird. I think Ben Franklin was right that we should have picked a majestic bird although the eagle is majestic. Big 8-foot wingspan, bigger than these. Ooh, I missed that one. They just got in a fight, so I don't know if these are hens or not. Look at the color of their heads, right? Blue, different color head. And one of these big ones came at him. Right there. Not that one in particular, but one like that. Apologies, my camera's having a hard time focusing. Behind me, the chickens are pretty much going insane. So there's the turkeys, everybody. And look at my little chicks are just coming right up. They're within 10 feet. There's my little chicks there. There's the turkeys there. I am just thrilled. 13, there's 14. One just walked out. 14 of them. And they're just letting me sit here and narrate. They hear me. They know I'm here. just so much fun. There is a little churning going on. Then after they're done eating, I've seen them all beat their feathers and do some displays. Apologies if there's a camera shake, everybody. I'm holding this. I'm propped up by my elbows, but I'm getting tired. Holding a camera. Let's see how close up I can get. I'm going to guess those are the hens. And the ones with the red heads are not. But they could be juveniles. Again, I'm not instructive on these species. I don't know much about them. I will watch some videos after this. It's super exciting. Behind me there's a little squad of chickens kind of complaining at me that these ginormous birds are there. And I get it. I would be worried too. These are not inconsequential compared to, compared to other things. So going back to hunting, not in a million years. It'd have to be end of time, asteroid striking, volcano. I do not hunt. The only exception I'll make is for the invasive wild hog that are here and destroying everything, because they'll eat the egg clutches of these, and then we won't have turkeys anymore, right? Just go right down the gullet of a pig. So, look at that one jumped up on the thing. Going to get every last little sunflower seed. I planted a field of sunflowers here this year, and something went in and ate the head off of every sunflower. They weren't even ready. The cattle or the horses or somebody, deer, I don't know. It wasn't planted for me. It was oh, there's a bunch coming up behind me, so I am right. There could be up to 20. There's another little squad coming in from back there. I won't be able to film it. But behind me I got more turkeys rolling in. So I had 13 or 14. I picked up another 1 or 2, just came out of the woods. And I set my clock by these guys. 9 o'clock every day they come up. And that's mostly because during the week I'm in meetings and there's no human, right, at 9 normally. There's food because I just fed everybody. I feed them all before 8. And by 8, I'm in meetings. And then around noon is when I can do my work from all the meetings. So I'm a very busy man. The one reason why my construction job is taking so long, because at the end of the day I'm pretty tired. I do all kinds of stuff. So taking a few minutes on a weekend to, I don't know, bond with nature just feels good. Oh, that scared everybody. They did not like me coughing. I don't blame them. That's it. A bunch of them are heading off. That little cough of mine was enough to go, nope. And then the original 4, right? They don't like that. But the cedar's in my throat, and I don't have any coffee. And I was going to bring a water and forgot. All right, guys. Sorry I coughed and ran you off. My apologies. These little 3 hens are going to stay behind. So I think the toms came up and scoped it all, and then went and got the hens out of the woods. And there they all go. Oh, wings flapping. How sweet. All right, well, that's certainly enough for a video. And what a privilege, right, to have these birds within, just a few feet of me. Really enjoying them. And they make a lot more noise than it's going to come through the camera. They're purring and clucking at each other and doing whatever. Yesterday, and when I didn't have the camera, they did all kinds of displays before they left. But today I got a tickle in my throat, and they didn't like that. They took off. So next time I'll have to sit out here with the water. All these chickens, they heard me talking to myself, and they all came up. They're just talking to myself. They're telling me the turkeys came up. And listen to them all now. Yeah. Rock, 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 rock. Yeah, I know. So anyway, how fun was that, everybody? Like, subscribe, follow me along. Normally, I'm doing, well, not normally. Normally, I'm living life. But I'm building these 2 shipping containers here. And so threaded in all of this stuff, there's actually construction stuff as well. And can a single man build off-grid all by himself a super house? I'm building a house that'll last 1,000 years, and it will be nuclear resistant and EMP resistant, and flood resistant, fire resistant, all of those kind of things. Super secret house kind of a deal. But I'm putting it up on YouTube, so I don't know how secret. But it's a protective house. So anyway, like, subscribe, follow me along. This is Steve, 1,000 Year Homes. Bye.